Hey y'all. Y'all. So I got another word, y'all. Y'all know I don't be on two-a-days, but today is two-a-day. So I'ma just let it flow. I'm just let it flow today. Contact. I'm just let it flow. Y'all know when you get off work and you gotta go take that real good shower to wash off the day. You just gotta wash off the day. Yeah, I just had one of them moments. And while I was in the shower, this word just dropped in my spirit. So I wanted to share it with y'all. Yeah, cause it just dropped in my spirit, so I know it's for somebody, because I know it was for me, and I just want to share it. Okay, so boom. So I was in the shower and I was thinking about how like negative energy, it likes to travel. Like negative energy loves to travel. Like if somebody has negative energy, they will literally travel around an area, a room, a certain situation until they find somebody that they can bond that negative energy with. It's kind of like when I remember one time I was at this barbecue. No, it wasn't a barbecue. It was camping, and this lady, she was saying something to her son. She kind of chumped him out or whatever, and I admire her because she actually caught herself, and she was like, after she chumped him out, she was like, that really wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? She said it, and then but she found somebody in that area that was around in her vicinity to kind of like agree with, if you will. Or she was talking about how like you'll try to find somebody to agree with you in a situation or whatever, even if you know you're wrong. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, that's the example I got. But it's like negative energy will really travel. Like it'll travel to find something that it can connect with, or something that it can latch on to, if you will. And it's just a crazy thing, but it's a real thing. Like if you think about how they say like birds of a feather flock together or whatever, or like when a person don't like you and they become friends with another person that don't like you, and it's like now you got two people that just don't like you and they best friends. Like it's like that type of vibe. Like negative energy, it travels. It likes to travel. It will go find something to connect itself to make it more relevant, to make it stronger, to have a bigger impact, all of that good thing. And so I was thinking when I was in the shower, the parable that came to me was from Matthew 8 verses 28 through 34. And this in this specific parable, this was when Jesus casted the demons out of these possessed men, and the men were like, they basically were like, don't kill us, cast the demons out. And the demons was like, can we go into this herd of pigs or whatever? So it was like and I know that's kind of random, but that's how it played out in my mind as well. Like, okay, so negative energy loves to travel. Like it has to find something else to latch onto. It's like the negative energy, the demons that were in these people. It wasn't The demons wasn't like, okay, let's just disperse and disintegrate and go back to demon world or whatever. No, they were like, don't kill us, let us go over here. So it was like a lot of times, like when there's negative energy around, it has to find something else to latch onto. So that and that's what makes it more powerful. So when you have, like, say you at work and you got a negative person at work, which is something that happened today. Like, okay, one person was mad about a specific thing, and they weren't satisfied until they found somebody in the vicinity to also be mad with them. So again, it's like negative energy has to find something else to latch itself onto to make it powerful. So it's kind of like a oh gosh, like a dung beetle, like, you know, the beetles that roll their feces into a big old ball. Like it's like it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. That's how negative energy is. So that's why you have to be mindful and be careful about who is around you, like I be saying, and what you have around you. And you also have to be careful of your energy, because my misery don't like company. And a lot of people's misery does. Like a lot of people who are miserable, misery loves company. They want to be around other people and they want to grow up and complain and whine and all that about what they're going through because misery likes company. That's the same thing with negative energy. Negative energy likes to find something that it can attach itself to make it bigger, more relevant, to make it stronger, more powerful, to have a bigger impact in the situation. So like I said, if somebody don't like you and they find somebody else that don't like you, now you got two people that don't like you and they sitting looking at each other having a conversation about why they don't like you, and you somewhere doing your thing off in your own little world minding your business, but you got two people that don't like you, and now they might go try to find a third person that don't like you just so they could say, oh, now we got a big old pile of people that don't like this specific person. Again, negative energy has to find something to attach itself to in order for it to be powerful. Now, let's look at it like this. So, okay, boom. So, say somebody's being negative and they go from person to person to person to person trying to figure out who is going to get on that bandwagon with them of being negative. If they can't find nobody to get on that bandwagon with them, I bet they sit down. I bet they stop their negativity. I bet they chill out. I bet they don't have nothing else to say. I bet they go have a seat and be quiet and keep whatever it is that they feeling on the inside of them. It's like just like those, like I said, the men who were possessed by those demons, they didn't want to just disperse and go off in the air. They was like, no, please put us in these pigs, like put us in something else so we can have something else to attach ourselves to. So like I'm saying, y'all, negative energy has to find something to attach itself to. So if you are a person, if you are in a space where you feel like you might be in a negative space right now, because we've all been there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not judging because we've all been in these different spaces. But if you are a person, you could think about yourself like where you've been mad or something like that, and you go talking to people out, why you mad? You done called your homegirl, you this, you keep going on and on and on with your homegirl, telling her about something that pissed you off until she be like, girl, yeah, that was messed up. They ain't have to do that. Now y'all going on and on and on and on and on about something that happened, when however long ago, whether it was 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, or 5 years, it was a negative encounter. And now you done found somebody that you can vocalize it to. Now y'all both sitting there having a conversation going on and on and on and on and on about the negative thing that happened. And it's so crazy because when people have positive energy just exudes. Like it don't need nothing else. You don't have to. I'm not saying that positive people can't get together, but if you're a positive person, like that's your positivity just gonna shine. You gonna be positive. You gonna walk in the room. People gonna feel you positive. You gonna walk around. You gonna just be a positive person. You don't have to go get a positive person to come with you to verify your positivity. It's not needed. But negative energy, it's something about negative energy. The girl today was mad about something at work, and she went from table to table to table telling people that she was mad until she got somebody to be mad with her. And after she found somebody to be mad with her, she walked off. And in my mind, I'm like, so you just wanted a mad buddy? Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I pay attention to a lot of things. I really observe people. And it's not from a judging stance, but it's just really observing how energy moves. Because it's all energy. We're humans inside of this capsule, but our spirit is energy. So I like to watch energy and see how it moves. And then while I was in the shower today, I was just really thinking like, even them demons that was inside the men needed something else to latch onto. But it don't matter what they latched onto, because as soon as they got into the pigs, they drowned in the lake. So, and that's another thing about energy, and especially negative energy. When negative energy likes to conglomerate together, you got two negative people, they sit around having a negative conversation. They're not flourishing in that moment. They're not progressing in that moment. They're not advancing in their moment. They're just two negative energies that have come together to have a negative fest. And while it might not be as extreme as them drowning like the pigs did in that Bible verse, but it's like their energy is decreased. It's not growing. It's not adding anything. It's definitely subtracting. It's definitely draining them, because the more negative are, the less life force that you have. Because positive people can go in a room and say one word to somebody and transform the whole environment, whereas a negative person can go in a room and drain the life out of that space. So like I said, negative energy has to have something to attach itself to. If somebody or something is negative, it's going to look for something to attach itself to. That's why you have to make sure that you are a positive energy. You have to make sure that you maintain a high vibration. You have to make that. You have to make sure that you are in a positive vibration, because if not, that negative energy gonna try to come on over by you, come in your space and try to bring you down. But see, when you in a positive vibration, because it's so funny today, because that the girl at my job today, she came over there talking about that negative stuff to me, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry that happened. I just brush it off, because that's not my vibration. I'm not here to complain and be upset about something that I can't change, that already happened. If it already happened, I can't change it. So it just is what it is. So that was just like my after work revelation today while I was in the shower. I'm like, things that are negative, people that are negative. You ever notice, like they say, birds of a feather flock together? Like negative energy, negative people tend to be together. They're together because they're all the same. They're all in that negative energy. Because once you get a positive person in that energy, it don't even mix. Like you can't even put somebody who's super positive in an environment with somebody who's super negative. It's not gonna mix. Like the positive person is gonna get tired of it, or the negative person. And you know what? I don't want to say that, but the negative person is going. I feel like let me fix this, because if a person is positive enough, they can transform the energy in that situation. So let me not say that you can't put a negative and a positive person together. But I have seen to where if a person is positive, another person is negative, the positive person can be depleted by trying to make the other person who is negative into positive. You ever notice how, like, say somebody call you and they in a bad mood and you trying to pep them up and get them advice, and they don't want to hear nothing that you got to say. They be like, oh, well, I just lost my car, and da-da-da-da, and they going on and on about that. And you be like, well, don't worry about that. You're going to get a new car. And they be like, well, I just really wanted that car, and I can't believe I lost it. And something's always happen to me. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you say, how you try to motivate them, they always seem to find the negative. That's what I'm talking about when I say, like, a negative person and a positive person coming together. Sometimes it's hard because the negative person will deplete the positive person. That's why you have to make sure that your energy is straight at all times. And you just got to be mindful, and you have to be able to tell people, like, nah, I'm not in that space. I'm not doing that today. You could be negative. I wish you all the best of luck, but I'm not going to be negative today. As for me in my house, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So yeah, y'all. It was really my after work revelation, my in the shower revelation. The Bible verse that I got that came, I guess, as a verification, a confirmation for this word today is Matthew 8 verse 28 through 34. Go read the whole chapter of Matthew. Why not? Matthew 8, go read it. But that specifically was the verse that was the parable that came to me today. Definitely how negative energy has to find something to latch onto. So don't be the thing that the negative energy latches onto. Don't be that thing. Be the positive thing that it dismisses the negative thing and go on about your business. And if you have to be in a situation with negative energy, work hard or try to at least exude positive energy as much as you can, because negative energy is very, 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 very draining. And somebody who wallows in negative energy will definitely drain you. They'll definitely drain you. So you just have to make sure your energy is straight. You got to make sure that you are staying positive, whatever that means for you, speaking life into yourself, telling yourself that this too shall pass, whatever you need to do to make sure that you remain positive, because we live in a negative world as is. Y'all see folks be, it's a mess out here in America, okay? So yeah, that's all. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to talk about that. Like, negative energy has to have something to cling on to for it to stay alive. Because once it, like I said, if nobody in that room today would have said or would have agreed with what this person was complaining about, she probably would have sat down with her complaint. But it's the moment that she found a person to agree with what she was saying, it was like she was satisfied and she just went on to the next thing. So negative energy is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how it works, how it likes to bounce around. Let's bounce around some positive energy, okay? Okay. That's all I wanted to say. I love y'all for free. Peace, long, little 30 till my eyes closed. Y'all have an amazing, 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 amazing night. I know I am. Good night.